Hello everyone, good day. I'm today's presenter, Ryan, the Webmaster Sales Director. In today's webinar, we're going to share with you about the Smart West Bin Field Labeled Monitoring Introduction. The introduction of the Webmaster Field Labeled Ultrasonic NBIoT sensor, IS101-FL-MB-BT8. How the Smart West Bin solution works. And the last part is the demonstration about the West Bin sensor with the cloud platform. Today, we are using the YouTube Live to broadcast. During the presentation, if you have any questions, please type it in chat room. We will reply after the presentation. Smart West collection is getting more and more popular with the IoT trend as time goes by. Users can install the IoT sensor or cameras near the trash bins. In this way, end user can monitor the status of each location and see if need to collect the trash, so that they can arrange the best routing to clean each trash bins. It can achieve the cost reduction and reduce the pollution in the city. It's also a part of the smart city application. Nowadays, more and more the governments are trying to include this kind of application into the smart city plan. By this way, it can improve the efficiency of the trash collection and enhance the automation of a city. In this page, we're going to talk about the architecture of the smart trash bins solution. Usually, we separate it into the two parts to monitor. One is external. Another one is internal. And the key part is the internal part, certainly. Let's see it. In this picture, we can install this Webmaster MB sensors, IS101-FL-MB-BT8 to detect the status in trash bins and send the data to the cloud server by the CoAP or TCP/IP connection. Currently, there are two ways to get on the cloud platform for options. If users would like to adapt the Huawei platform in the China Telecom, you can choose the CoAP protocol to connect. If the SIM maps the OTA, we can use the TCP/IP connection to connect to the cloud server. Later, we will introduce the CoAP separately. The external section is monitored by the IPCAN application. They are the combination of the trash bin sensor application and the IPCAN application. Users can deploy the PoE, the IPCANs, and the PoE LTE router like the WR322 series in a location near the trash bin. The router can power on the IPCAN, and the IPCAN can monitor the trash bin in case the trash bin is full. Anyone would like to break, or any situation happens with the video stream. By collecting the video stream and the sensor data, We can monitor the condition of the trash bin no matter where external and internal. It's a complete solution for the trash bin. In next page, we will show you the detailed spec of the trash bin sensors IS101. This is the field-labeled ultrasonic NBIoT sensor IS101-FL-MB-BTA. It's using the ultrasonic to detect. The detect range is the 15 to the 200 cm. Of course, if you would like to use it to detect the soil and or liquid, it also works. It also supports IP66 protection. It's using the CoAP Protocol or the TCP/IP connection to transfer the data by the NB-IoT wireless connectivity. The battery is the 8000 milliamp. If under the 6 transmissions per day, it can supply around 3 years. Wide temperature and the private cloud server CMAS OTA are supported. With its functionality, it can detect if the bin is full or not, got a pushover or not, got a fire or not, including the many situations of the trash bin. Next, we would like to have a brief of the CoAP protocol. CoAP stands for the Constrained Application Protocol. It's developed by the IFC 7252. It belongs to the M2M protocol, machine-to-machine protocol, just like the MQTT. For the M2M protocol, it needs to support low latency, efficient throughput, lower the power consumption, and the different service of the QoS. Because of the limited capability and the power supply of the IoT hardware, it's a client-server architecture as this flowchart. It's about the handshaking of the CoAP. We don't talk too many details in today's webinar. It's using the UDP ports 5683 by HTTP-like based architecture to communicate it. So it's received the software architecture and also support get, push, pause, delete URLs. This the HTTP request. So simply speaking, CoAP is an efficient, reliable, and extensionable M2M protocol. Comparing between the CoAP and the MQTT, there are something similar and different. Let's talk in this page. Because they are the M2M protocol, they have some similar features indeed, like they are based on the open standard IP protocol, and they have the small header for the faster performance, binary format for the easy read, and the client-server architecture. For usage, CoAP is able to implement in a one-to-one tunnel. And MQTT uses broker with the multiple-to-multiple communication. In this point, it's kind of different. There is a comparison table to show what's the difference of the features. Since the CoAP is decided by the HTTP-like architecture, we also list the HTTP for reference. Let's move back to the list table for reference. For the received design concept, only the MQTT doesn't use the architecture to develop. By this design style, it's easier to understand and increase the efficiency of the cache. And only CoAP communication is over UDP for the faster transmission and the support public, subscribe, and the request response commands. Moreover, only the CoAP uses DTLS to do the data security. Both MQTT and the CoAP support the QoS for the better performance. But the header of the CoAP is larger than the MQTT. Hence, this table summarizes the major differences, and we don't go to many details about the technical aspect here. Today, we are going to demonstration the trash bin sensor as this photo. The trash bin sensor built in the NBIoT module to cover the sensor and the device layer. In previous session, we mentioned the complete trash bin applications has external and internal monitor. And today we will focus on the internal part. Let's move to the list application. The trash bin sensor mounts on this trash bin to detect the status and use the TCP/IP protocol to pass the data to cloud platform Sens OTA by the NBIoT connectivity. Today, we are using the Sens OTA to demo, so TCP/IP connection is used. This sensor's data contains the list parameters, height, temperature, angle, status about the full or not, and the status about the got file or not, and else. We will show you how to configure the trash bin sensor, how to set its parameters, and how to get on the cloud server. Then set up the parameters in the Sens OTA to work with the IS-101. We will show you the GUI of the Sens OTA after. Last, we will change the status in the trash bin, and the sensor will change the data to the cloud platform. In this part, about the changing the status of the trash bin, there are a few steps to show. We will show you the number in the platform before changed. For the easy of the understanding, we will play a video to show how we fill the trash bin, and the sensor will change the data to the Sens OTA. By this scenario, the result will be shown up in the Sens OTA. With this typical architecture, we can deploy a smart trash bin monitor application in the cities. Now, the technical support Patrick is going to start the hands-on.
The smart recycle bin sensor looks like a disc-shaped object. We can open the case to become two parts. Okay, the right part is battery. In left part, we can insert the NBIoT SIM card here and use a USB to RS485 cable connect to PC and the console port to configure the sensor. After cable connector, your computer will add a new CoAP port. Then you can open CoAP port software like PuTTY or Secure CoAP. Then select the baud rate is 115200 and parity is none. Data bit is 8 and start bit is 1. This is the spec of the sensor. And after power on, sensor will output the current status in CoAP port message window. Then we can use the command to change the setting. For example, you can see we input the OTA server IP address in IP1 field. And we change the APN to internet. Of course, the internet is given by your local ISP. The sensor auto provides many numerical data. You can modify it depending on your usage. And we can also define threshold to help sensor make judgment when environment change. You can refer the document of sensor for more information. Because we have input OTA IP address in the sensor, so it will automatically connect to the OTA server after power on. So you can see in the OTA server, you can see how many sensors online and their status, online or offline. And in OTA device page, you can see the latest telemetry uploaded by sensor continuously. And we can also change the upload time interval in the sensor console port. So you can see we have the fire status. If environment temperature higher than the threshold we setting, it will become 1. And the full status, if sensor detected the trash, for example, paper or something is very close, it will become 1 also. And when sensor detected tilt, it will show you the tilt angle. And also, if tilt angle higher than our threshold, the incline status will also become 1. And the OTA also provide a dashboard function. You can review the data uploaded by sensor through the visual design. So you can see all the fire status, full status, and the incline status are 0. It means the trash bin is in normal state now. Okay, because the bin sensor is in our China branch now, so we will play a video first to let you know we will put some trash to the bin. Then our colleagues will really do that. Then you can see the full status will change. Then in the next PowerPoint, we will use example to explain the data the sensor upload. Okay, let's watch the video. Okay. So in this page, we can see the different data upload in many recycle bin status. You can see the left picture. The recycle bin is upright. We put the sensor inside the cover, but the cover is open. In this situation, the sensor cannot detect anything in front of it. So the height is 9999. It means unlimited. Because we configure the sensor default status, it's vertical. It means the direction of sensor is look down. So you can see the tilt angle. It's 45 degrees, bigger than our threshold. We set threshold is 30 degrees. So the increment status will from 0 become 1. Okay, so we back to the recycle bin dashboard. Now you can see the full status is from 0 become 1. Okay, so you can see the color is from the green to the blue. Okay, so we back to the PowerPoint. In the middle picture, the recycle bin is also upright, and the cover is closed. So the sensor detects the paper now, so height is become 32, less than the threshold. So the full status will become 1, just like our demo. And because sensor is vertical, so both tilt angle and the increment status are 0. In the right picture, the recycle bin is tipped over, so increment status is 1. But the cover still keep closed, so the sensor still detects paper. So the height is 38. There are many other numerical data we can monitor. For example, the value of temperature helps to judge the fire status, and the voltage helps to judge the battery status. Of course, through the no-rate platform of SimMaster OTA, all the data uploaded by sensor can used to send warning alarm. For example, you can send mail to user or use the value to trigger another action. So you can see the sensor and the OTA platform are high integration. Okay, it's easy to use and development. So you can see if you want to setting the alarm, you can go to the rule chains in the OTA, and you can, for example, we can go to the emergency alarm. So you can see you can drag many elements to integration. So you can see different action will do the different flow. Okay, so you can create For example, the email alarm to the user.
Regarding the configuration of the setting the alarm, we already show in the previous video. So here is today's hands-on. Okay, thanks for the Patrick's demo. This is today's topics. We introduced about the Walmart West bin solution and the field labeled ultrasonic NBIoT sensor IS101-FL-MB-BTA. And next webinar is about the water meter reading, the introduction and the demo. Please register online. We will send you the link later. And please subscribe to Walmart's YouTube channel to get more related information. Any question? Okay, thanks for your time to join. See you next time.